Complaining. We've spoken about this before. Complaining's kind of like, we said complaining's a disease.
Very bad habit.
Yeah, it keeps you in a place, a really fucked up place. Keeps you negative. It spreads negativity. It's full negative. It comes from a negative position.
Spot on. Yeah, there's no positive side to complaining, even though people are delusional and believe that there is. That by complaining they're going to find some kind of answer, some kind of solution, like a positive solution, is going to come out of complaining.
Okay.
But they're very mistaken. So I just realization a while back.
Yeah.
That basically I was just out and about, and complaining can come so easily. First of all, before I get to the story.
Yeah.
Complaining comes so easily. Obviously, it's a habit, so you're doing it unconsciously. You're not aware of it most of the time anyway. It's just a program. And basically, the story is that it could be something simplistic as well. All right. So basically, in this situation, I was out and about, and someone asked me, "Hey, how's your day been?"
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
and immediately I was in the present this time, and I go, "Okay." And then this person just left.
Okay.
It was a bypassing, And I thought to myself, shit, okay, was that enough? It's my internal self just talking, Was that enough?
Your initial thought process, yeah.
And was like, maybe I should have said something more. I felt like this old programming, it wasn't enough.
Uh-huh.
And I should have said more.
Yeah, what is that?
And then basically it was just like, no, it was like, that was more than enough. The new self.
Right.
The better self.
Yeah.
The true self. That's more than enough. I'm okay. What else do you want me to say? There is nothing else. That says that I'm great. Everything's going okay.
Sweet.
As simple as it sounds.
But why do you reckon that you would need to say, or why do people have to give that negative spin on things when someone asks them, like, why are we trying to connect in a negative way with people? What is that initial, is that a tactic? Is that a fucking...
It's first of all, it's the ego, right? That's trying to do this again and again. Now, I believe that negativity is the dominating frequency in our reality.
Okay.
So most people are negative, in a negative state, mostly during the day.
Negative by nature.
Time, exactly, So they feel that if I complain, I can connect or break the ice easier with someone else.
Yeah, because if you're doing it hard, or you're doing it tough, or you got some, not indiscrepancy, you got some problem, someone's going to connect with that problem.
Exactly. So for example, you're out and about, it's raining, it's a shit day.
It's a shit day.
Okay?
Beautiful.
So this is the common one that, hey, how you going? Not that good, mate. It's fucking shit weather, it's raining. Yeah, I know, it's been shit lately. Just that. So that's a common ground.
Yeah, it's low level.
Yeah. Now, as opposed to, hey, how you going? Mate, I'm fucking fantastic. I betcha that most people, if they hear someone else saying, I'm fucking fantastic, it's out of the ordinary.
100%. 100%.
It's not the common person saying that.
Correct. That's why they say you heard of trauma bonding.
Yes, of course.
Cunts have been through, when cunts have been through shit, they fucking, they seek out, they attract other people who have been through similar things.
Yeah.
Their negativity seeks other people out.
Exactly. So these little small things, people might think it's just the way it is. It's bullshit. These are undercover programming.
Correct. You got to be aware of these things.
Exactly. So and then, for example, you can go a lot deeper. Could be politics, could be fucking religion, could be anything. And then from it's shit weather to could be your fucking sporting team lost and fucking you start, the negativity starts. and goes from one little thing that the weather was shit to God knows what.
Correct. But there's a level of the more you complain, you can tell how negative a person is. Obviously, the more they complain, the more negative they are as a human being.
Of course.
Naturally within their DNA or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, some people don't pull up at all. They're going all out.
That's right. They're going all out. So you got to reflect on that. If you're every day you're being negative in that way, you got to kind of look and smell the roses, whatever you want to call it. But you got to become aware that you're doing it. How do you become aware? You got to look like, fuck. Do I need to complain? Why do I have a compulsion? Why do I feel? Because it's compelling.
Of course.
You feel that
you need to say something.
I need to say something.
Yeah.
I get that with little bullshit.
Of course.
Like, I don't know. I'm going to the supermarket and fucking they don't have my flavour of fucking pancakes or some shit. It's like, what do these people want? Or maybe they stock the shelves in a certain way that's not flowing for me. Like when they used to put the baskets on the outside before you enter. So you're walking in the fucking supermarket, they've got the baskets on the outside, and then you're going to walk back out to grab the fucking things. Put them on the inside, man.
But it could also be going to the same supermarket and buying this product, whatever it might be, often. You already, by program, you already know where it is on the shelf.
That's it.
And if they moved it a bit to the left, it's enough to trigger you.
Yeah. Like if you order online, I've been doing a lot of online deliveries. If you order online, they give you a substitute. Let's say they don't have that product that you wanted. They give you a substitute of that product.
That's right.
Get the fuck out of here. Oh, I don't want anything else. So they give you some bullshit that make up for it. And a lot of times they'll be fucked over. One less can of drink or one less fucking this and that. Fucking dumb cunts.
Look, there's always room to complain.
I just complain.
Yeah, exactly. And the moment after this situation happened, I thought to myself, like, that was enough. I'm not, as you said, compelled to stay exactly the way I'm fucking feeling. Like, I'm great because this isn't that. Okay? I'm okay. I'm good. Whatever. So then I thought to myself, fuck, it could be as simple as the majority of people limiting the amount they complain per day.
Yep.
Just that alone would change the frequency, the vibration of the individual, a city, the fucking world. Just that'll be, if you hit the tone fucking 1%, which could be a big ask, but 1% of the complaining down on a daily basis, fuck. I'm not sure if a lot of people are aware of it, but that's a fucking big change.
Yeah, the frequency is going to change.
Guaranteed.
In yourself. So complaining. What's complaining? Let's give an example. Like, what's complaining like?
Something simplistic would be the weather.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, like, what's complaining like next to, like, akin to saying, like, if you complain, it's as if you're going to watch like a doco on people getting murdered in World War II, for instance. As far as like, by you expressing something, you're singing a song of negativity.
That's right.
And that song puts you in their vibration. As opposed to when you sing a mad song that you're into and you're fucking jamming like a mad cunt, you feel it uplifts you.
Guaranteed.
So complaining is the music of negativity.
It is.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Exactly. You're saying those lyrics, you know?
Yeah, that's
but
right.
But complaining is also, you don't have anything yet positive to say about your life. You're not doing anything that you're proud of, that you're looking forward to, any kind of positivity in your life. You don't have any.
Correct.
So it means you've got so much negativity that you're talking about the negativity. That's what it is, complaining.
That's right. And there's levels to complaining.
Of course. But if you had, like, it does happen, but let's say the majority of times, you could be on holiday and you're not really complaining as much as you are when you're in your hometown. Because on the holiday, you've got some tour booked or you've got some things that you're looking forward to. Yeah, and you're in a more uplifting vibration.
Correct. You also, there's new stimulus. You also, there's novelty.
Correct. So when you're back home, you're complaining more often because, again, your life's not going in a positive direction.
You're bored come with no purpose.
That's it, exactly. Because these people that do have a purpose, they're not complaining about, or at least half as much as someone else.
Yeah.
So that's what you're saying. Out loud, you're saying, my life is not interesting and I've got fuck all on, so this is where I'm at.
Correct. Now, obviously, there's levels to what you complain about.
Definitely.
Now, if you're complaining about fucking why the supermarket doesn't have your fucking food, all right, it's not the worst thing that can happen.
Of course not.
But the depth of the complaining, you know what I mean? Like when we speak something into existence or when we say something out loud, we're putting that out there. All right. I tell my sister all the time, when you say shit, you're sending the message to the universe. You're telling it, hey, this is what's happening. This is how I want it. You know, whether it comes from a scarcity thing and you're saying, you know, I don't make enough money or I'm too fucking fat. Sweet. Or no one ever helps me. This song that you're singing is sending the message. You fucking, hey, this is what I really want.
Yeah, you're stating facts to the universe.
You're stating facts, that's right.
Yeah.
So when you complain, sweet. Now, when you complain about little things like, oh, I don't have the product in the supermarket,
yeah,
sweet. All right, your life's going to be, what's going to happen, eh?
Nothing much.
Nothing's going to happen.
Nothing much.
The problem is, this is what we're really getting at though. The problem is when you're talking about a personal thing about your life.
That's
a
right.
Situation,
That's really bothering you.
Correct. You're like the situation you're in. And I think the complaining comes from expectations. Expecting something to be a way that it's not. And also lack of acceptance of a certain situation.
Yeah, frustrations involved in that. It's a big salad.
Yeah, that's right. It's expecting. Like, I expect that product to be there when I go to the shop. I don't see it there. Fuck you. But I don't know, my missus's brother always comes over after I've fucking come home from work or whatever, and I can't be fucked entertaining people. I just want to sit down and relax. And this guy comes over, I have to fucking talk to him and entertain him. Get the fuck out of here, eh?
Yeah.
I hate that.
Sweet.
But I don't want to set boundaries either.
Exactly. Confrontations.
So, that whole other fucking...
Yeah, it's how much
system.
How much it affects you. So, backtrack. Supermarket doesn't have your favourite pancakes. Sweet. I'll get something else.
Correct.
You complain for 10 seconds. Or a thought came in your mind.
It's not a deep thing.
That's right. It's not the end of the world.
No.
But the brother-in-law coming over, as you mentioned, and breaking my chops all the time or whatever, that's bothering you. That's at some point that's eating inside you.
Correct.
Right? So you got to deal with that. And then obviously, the politics, religion, more politics anyway, that they're putting the taxes up and blah, blah, blah. This is going to affect me. And the more you feel that it's affecting your life, the higher it goes, the more complaining you do about it and the more impact it's going to have in a negative way in your life.
Correct. The problem is, those are like not wasteful ones, but when you're thinking about politics and how you're affected and all these things that are kind of outside of your control,
they're fucked.
All right, they can destroy you because really they're nothing. Yeah.
Well, you don't have control over it.
They're a perception. Yeah, they're correct.
The brother-in-law, you do have control over it.
Correct.
The supermarket.
Bravo, and that's where we're going. We're trying to say, you're complaining. Don't look at if you want to try to fix. If you think you're complaining too much, you want to fix your situation. Get right with the things that you can control. First of all, you can't control the supermarket, can't control the politics or fucking how the world's going, who's punching on in fucking Palestinians and fucking. You can't do that, right?
That's right. What's in your control?
Correct. That's where you start. That's
it.
what matters.
Exactly.
I mean,
if you get those ones out of the way, then sweet. The rest of it will fix itself.
Yeah, your personal issue, your relationship.
Yeah.
You don't like your health. You're fit. This that. You don't have that fitness. You're not training as much as you like to. You got to do something about that.
Yeah. Look, I've also been in settings that you're with a group of people and it's kind of silent. Everyone's on their fucking phones.
Yeah.
And as soon as someone complains about something, you go down this spiral of negativity.
Oh.
And we're talking about the wrongs of the world.
Yeah.
And why is it so fucked up?
Correct.
Let's say that conversation ends, you go back to silence. There's not many times, and if you think about it, not many times that you're amongst people and you're talking about something that's positive. That's it. I challenge people to be more present around their conversations with family, friends, whatever it might be, and see which conversations are positives, which are negatives, and I guarantee you it's fucking 9.9 out of 10 are going to be negative.
Yeah.
And the rest of the time it's going to be fucking silence.
That's right. The default is negative.
100%.
And that's where the complaining is like a silent killer. It's an expression of negativity.
It is. But I told you, at the end of the day, it just shows that we've got nothing going good in our lives.
Correct.
That's what it highlights.
That's it.
That we're all living in the fucking rat race, and yeah, we've got fuck all going for us.
Yeah, we want it to be better.
That's it.
That's why we're complaining. There's a disconnect.
That's it. So instead of improving our situation and going out and taking action to make our lives better, we're sitting down, misery loves company, and we're fucking sitting around talking about shit that are not in our control. And that's it. Just taking it, copping it sweet.
Copping it sweet.
And by complaining, you think like, you're giving one back to the to the universe or something.
You're giving one back to the universe. You're definitely not taking accountability for the situation.
Fuck no.
That's what it represents.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a symptom. When you
Exactly.
got a cold, it's a symptom of what's going on.
Bravo. Exactly.
Fuck, why am I complaining so much?
Exactly.
Because really I'm hating my situation.
That's right.
Or whatever situation
And I
you're
can't be fucked doing anything about it. So by complaining about it, feels like I'm doing something about it.
Yeah, the can't be fucked is they don't know they can't be fucked.
No, obviously.
They just think it's like
That's just the way it is.
yeah, they think first of all they don't have the power. They think not the way that's just the way it is. Yeah, that's the way it is, but that's the way it should be another way. They don't like the way it is. They've got an expectations of the situation.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Now, can I change it? All that goes into obviously beliefs.
Yeah. There must be people out there who hate their job.
For sure.
What's the common ones? Let's give these cunts some common. What do you reckon the common ones is?
I hate my job, and that could be for various reasons. Someone's bullying me. My boss is a fucking idiot. I'm not getting enough money.
Okay. So finance,
Relationships. That could be a big one.
friends,
Yeah.
missus, family,
Exactly.
whatever the fuck.
Heaps of time.
Family.
Yeah. Then you can go into anything. I've said like
Health.
health as well.
Health. I'm not happy with the way I look. That's
Exactly.
a big complaining.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
look ugly.
Yeah.
They think that's another thing. They think if they talk shit about themselves, see, people complain to themselves about themselves,
For sure.
or complain to someone about themselves, like I'm fucking pathetic.
Yeah, and we can complain about anything, as we know.
Yeah.
I live in a shit city. I should be living overseas and fucking somewhere where the grass is greener and all this kind of shit, right? We can complain about anything.
Self-deprecating
they're-
is the
yeah,
worst.
they're definitely major ones.
Yeah, the ones where people talk about their situation.
Yeah,
Yeah, and if you got a friend or something that is one of these complainers, tell them to shut the fuck up.
yeah,
Shut the fuck up.
yeah. Or do
Fuck
something about
off.
it.
That's right. Like if you're switched on, it's not. Yeah, this is not just if you're complaining. If people around you are complaining, fuck,
Yeah,
mate, get rid of them.
yeah.
Get rid of them.
We're not saying to change these people. It's either you remove yourself or you pull them up about it.
Yeah,
And like, mate, stop fucking complaining and do something about it.
correct.
Or else shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you don't need to hear that.
100%.
It's too complaining.
Yeah. Because there is people that believe that I'm positive and I can last through any kind of negativity. Bullshit. The negativity will wear you down.
Oh, forget
Doesn't
about
matter
it.
how fucking positive and strong you think you are.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, keep your force field clean.
That's it.
Positive
That's
energy.
It. That's it.
I think Bob Marley said, positive energy only or something.
Mate,
Or I don't want no negativity or some fucking
it's fucking
bullshit.
one love. Isn't it?
It's one love.
That's it.
Bravo. Okay.
So, yeah,
All right. Complaining, everyone knows what to do. Don't fucking complain.
mate,
And don't hang with people who complain.
that's it.
Because it brings you negative.
Vibes and fucking everything else.
Frequencies down.
That's it.
And don't talk shit about yourself.
That's it. Fuck. Rule number one.
Talk good shit. And if you don't have good shit, make good shit.
That's it.
All right. What else we got here? Good habits versus bad habits. Oh, sorry. Yeah, good habits versus bad habits.
Yep. Programming. So that's all habits are. Programming. So, good habits as opposed to bad habits. What are bad habits? Bad habits are coming home from work, sitting on the fucking couch and drinking fucking a slab of beer.
That's a bad habit. Bad habit is anything that gets in your way.
That's right.
Anything that stops you from moving forward. Anything that falls under the negative list is a bad habit, right?
That's right.
Yeah. It's putting fuel on the fire. Not putting fuel on the fire. It's killing the weeds. Or killing the plant with fucking poisonous fucking shit.
That's right.
Instead of feeding the plant what it needs, the nutrients to grow.
That's it. So if you're not growing, you're going backwards.
If you're not growing, you're going backwards.
Sweet. So good habits are, and working out, taking care of yourself, speaking positively to yourself. All that. Everyone knows what fucking good habits and bad habits are.
Yep.
We don't need to list them all here, obviously.
No.
Now, some people don't know how to change these habits, or if they can change.
Yep.
So what do you think is the first thing they should be doing?
I reckon the first thing is identify what bad habits have you got.
Yep.
Not necessarily having to have the ultimate habits. You get there. There's stages. Everything's stages. Like we said, habits and programming. You got to start with eliminating the bad shit. It's the bad shit that, your attachments that slow you down and put you in that negative mind state and then keeps you there. All right? It's like bad training. That's exactly what it is. It's bad training. There's a virus in the fucking program. All right? Now, if you're someone who wants to go ahead, get ahead in life, become better, become freer, take more control, you got to be in the driver's seat. Right now, if you've got these bad habits, you're doing all this shit, you're not looking after your health, your relationship, your family, your finance, okay? Your all these other things are controlling you. Your old school programming is controlling you, which is made up of all these bad habits, which, sweet, everyone, we can forgive everyone, we forgive ourselves.
Obviously.
We just, through our environment and that, we created these habits through our program. Sweet. Now that you're listening, now you know that you can change that. It's not about, this is what I've been given and that's how it's going to be. Eliminate. Start thinking, which areas do I want to fix? What do I do that's not good? Like you said before, everyone knows what's not good and what's not. In the Islamic religion, they've got this thing called fitra, which apparently means that we're born with an innate thinking, a knowledge of what's good and bad.
Okay.
Like we know what's good and bad somewhere inside. It's fucking, it comes from somewhere.
Yeah.
All right? Above, beyond, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
But that's what they believe. And like you're saying, we know good and bad.
We do.
We do know good and bad. But first we've got to get to that, what I like to say is, first you've got to get to that base, that fucking initial base. You've got to get rid of all the bad shit you don't like. Now, expectations, easy, moderate, hard, different things are going to be easier.
Definitely.
If you're doing...
There's level to the game.
I guess if you're doing heroin,
it
might be a slight challenge.
Yeah.
If you think you need to cut down on fucking McDonald's and fast food, it could be a little bit easier. If you're playing fucking games and all that bullshit every night and you ain't doing nothing else, it could be a little bit easier as well. There's different levels of bad habits.
Definitely.
But it's not about, in my opinion, don't put any expectations. I don't know what you think, but if you expect... So you've got a journey here, okay? If you're expecting to... If you paint a picture, this journey is going to be like this, all right? Good or bad, I don't think it's a good thing.
It's not.
Like, all right, let's say you paint a picture of, I'm going to get rid of everything, I'm going to be the maddest cunt, I'm going to build myself up, I'm going to get rid of all my bad habits, turn them into good habits, and I'm going to come and fucking rule over the world.
It's general, it's sweet.
All right? That's all right.
Yeah, because it's generalising. I'm like, well, this is vaguely where I want to go.
Correct. It is generalising. It's a general kind of thing.
Which is cool.
The way I think you should look at it, as opposed to this is going to be hard and this is going to be shit and we're going to be fucked up. All right? It's very doomsday.
Yeah.
And we put that negative spin on how hard, we predict how hard the road's going to be. obviously the ego does that because it's uncertain, and uncertainty always default is negative, as we keep saying. So I would personally look at it day to day, all right? Because everything we can only control on the moment, the present, what we can control day to day.
Of course.
You've got to set up what day to day looks like in a perfect world. Okay? So if day to day looks like I've started my diet, I've started my workout, today I've got to get my, on the weekend before, I've got to get my food ready. I've got to plan. I've got to think about what the fuck I'm going to eat. I'll do that. Am I going to the gym Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, fucking every day, whatever it is, twice a day, 3 times a week, whatever? I've got to organise when I'm going, all right? So that's one less thing I have to think about when Monday comes or whenever you start. Then I've got to think about, I've got Bob over here. He keeps calling me, asking me to go out on the weekends. I'm telling Bob, mate, I'm not doing that anymore. Gone. All of a sudden, pubs, bars, girls, drinking, it's out of the question. I'm focusing on me now.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got to work out your day, how it looks. You go to work, you come home, you go to the gym, you eat, and then, you do a little bit of reflection. Where am I going? What am I doing? This is how it's looking.
Yep.
But what I'm trying to say is you can only live one day at a time. But so one day, every day you put in that's positive, made up of good habits, is like putting $1 in the bank account. Over time, that bank account gets bigger. You put it in that, you put it in the bank account of your self-esteem. Your emotional bank account. But you fill up that self-esteem bank account. You add value to yourself with all these steps. And you can only, like we know, when you save money, you can only save like a certain amount at a time. No one ever saves the whole amount at once.
You've got expenses.
So that's how you got to look at it. Don't worry about how it's going to happen and what it's going to look like, but just know that compounding interest over time adds up to a lot.
Yeah, focus on the journey rather than destination.
100%. That's 100%.
One step at a time, one day at a time, of course. And I think we pretty much said everything. And to add to this, which is a good point, at the core of it, I think we're programmed to think that I've got some bad habits. I need to implement good habits, which is fine.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's very overwhelming for people.
Of course.
So a good thing, like I said before, is maybe pull back a bit and focus on getting rid of the bad habits first. Don't worry about putting better habits on. Yep. They're not needed. Because the moment you're limiting or reducing the bad habits, you're already doing positive habits because you're doing something.
Yep.
It's either positive or negative.
That's it.
So you reduce the negative, automatically you're doing positive. You don't need to start implementing new positive things.
That's right.
Because that fucks people up.
That's right.
Like the morning routines. I'm all right, sweet, tomorrow morning I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna do all these things.
Yeah, bravo.
And you're wasting fucking 2 hours in the morning of doing these new morning routines, which you can't keep up. And you're gonna fuck yourself in the long run. It's not sustainable. Yeah. So get to the core of it. Start limiting the shit that write it down. The shit that's setting you back. That's it. That's a good start.
100%. It's not always the things we do; it's the things we don't do that add up.
Exactly.
And we underestimate that.
Yeah, and I found that's a lot more easier for myself. That just limit or reduce the bad habits. That's the best way to start.
Yeah, then you're left with the bare bones person.
That's it. Not positive, not negative, just here.
Yeah. For instance, a lot of people smoke, vape, whatever the fuck they do now.
Yeah.
A lot of people do drink, whatever. They go out, they have a few lines and fucking they go through bags and their drug use is that, and a lot of people, let's say, fucking chase women and fucking all this shit today.
Yeah.
Because obviously, women, sex, of
course,
it's an addiction. It's a drug. It's a drug. And then on top of that, we're eating like mad cats. We're eating whatever the fuck. We're full trash in the body.
Of course.
If you're one of these people who you do all these things, you love your women, drugs, drinking, smoking, fucking, sucking, fucking, as stuff as it.
That's right.
Imagine you just didn't have these. You'd just be left with the clean person.
That's it.
Now,
That's positive in itself.
that's positive in itself. Now, but aside how you treat everybody, but you ain't treating everybody fantastically.
Of course not.
If you ain't respecting yourself, you're not treating everybody like a mad cunt.
Of course not.
Yeah, you're gonna have some sort of an honor about yourself, the way you carry yourself, the way you are with people. You say you're gonna have someone's back. You're there for people. You got to be solid. You got to create that. But if you're fucking late to places, a lot of motherfuckers love being late.
Fuck, I know.
They say that's
Punctuality is a huge thing.
correct. But they say that's like an aggression. It's a form of aggression. Being late is a form of aggression.
Yeah, it's a statement.
Yeah, you're trying to say something by coming
That
late.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck. I'm in control.
That's it.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready for it.
Yeah.
I used to come kind of late back in the day. I was never notorious, but I know everyone knows people who are fucking late cunts.
It was fucking late.
Like, take it easy, though. You're not a sick cunt if you come late.
Guarantee not.
Just that. A cunt who comes late, you can tell a lot from a person who comes late.
Fuck.
There's no mad cunts who come late.
No fucking
There's
way.
no mad cunts.
They're all
come
over
late.
the place.
That's right. That's a simple one as well. Yeah,
100%.
It's
It's
got to
very
do with
simple.
drugs. There's a lot of people who don't do.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be something extreme.
No, don't.
These
do
little
much.
small things can tell you a big picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, like being late, as you're saying, yeah, good one. Like that's damaging enough.
Correct. Yeah. It seems innocent,
So innocent.
but it says a lot about you.
Huge.
Correct. Like some cunts, let's say their rooms all over the place, got fucking clothes everywhere, that kind of shit. My mum used to say, that's how your head is. When your shit's all over your place, or some people they got their fucking cars, their cars are fucking.
That's how your life is.
Forget
it's all
about
over the place.
Yeah, it's cluttered. Your physical,
Brother.
your house, your car, or whatever, is a physical representation of what's going on up here.
100%.
It's not just a thing. It's not you trying to be an entrepreneur and I'm just focusing on these things. Yeah, I get it. I don't like cleaning either. But how's it going to happen?
Yeah.
How's it going to happen? You want to be focusing on the shit you want to do. I get it. But for most cases, people who are late, people who are fucking messy cunts, their shit's all over the place, their fucking heads all over the place. So,
As I said, eating habits, all this sort of stuff.
yeah, these are the things that escape people.
Guaranteed. Yeah, the innocence behind these, a good point, is what allows people to not pay attention, also to get away with it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Not pay attention, get away with it. So it goes unnoticed.
It goes unnoticed.
I mean, they think they're doing something innocent. I mean, I get it.
They're not affecting anybody directly.
They're not affecting anybody.
Yeah, it's not like I'm swearing at somebody.
Yeah. I just want to be me.
That's it. It's just me.
This is just me. I'm just
Yeah.
doing my thing.
But if you're telling your friend, I'll meet you here at 6 o'clock, and you come at 6:45,
Yep.
then there's a problem there.
There's a problem.
Your mate's been waiting for you.
Correct.
There's a lot of other problems.
There's a lack. I feel like, you know what that shows? For you cunts who come late all the time, it shows a lack of accountability. That's what it is.
For sure.
Why? Because every time I've heard someone like, all right, I'm late. This happened. What, did you play any role in that this happened?
Yeah, and then it goes to respect this and that, like, making efforts, all this. There's a.
But it's always passing the buck. That's what I'm trying to say.
100%. They've always got a story. Other times they might not have a story at all because they think that, fuck these cunts, I'm going to rock up whatever time I want.
Yeah.
They should be waiting for me.
Yeah. And that comes back to, accountability. People expect certain things to be a certain way.
Yeah.
It's.
Yeah. I'm not comfortable in rocking up early and then waiting for someone. Why should I wait for somebody? Let them wait for me.
Yeah.
And then if I'm there, not only should I wait for somebody, but I kind of feel nervous standing around on my own doing fuck all.
Correct.
So, yeah, these little ones get away so often.
Yeah, correct. And in some way, it's a big one. It's
huge.
There's a lot of these ones. A lot of these, is that a habit?
It is a habit.
It's a habit, but it's also shows a lot. It's a symptom of where you're at. Accountability is a big thing anyway.
Yeah, of course.
That's gotta be knuckled
Yeah.
down because you speak to people like, oh, I came late, this happened, and then I couldn't find this and that. Sweet. If you know you're a fucking delayed cunt, how about you get ready earlier? But we don't want it to chew into our time. We've got this weird thing. You know what I mean?
100%. You got to pick up a mate. It's supposed to be ready at 6, like I said. Picking him up outside his house. Mate, if he ain't ready fucking 10 past, 5 past 6, you just leave.
That's right.
Do it once, 2, 3 times. Mate, they're going to fucking learn.
Correct. I hate that today.
So, yeah. Accountability, for sure.
Accountability. But it's one of those things. It's checking yourself. But yeah, that's another habit.
Yeah. They're bad habits.
What's other habits they got? What's other things that people do that they might think is like normal or like innocuous or harmless?
Yeah.
Because they don't affect anyone, but it fucks them up.
Could be like
coming late.
Could be not paying the bill when you go out.
All right, sweet.
Not chipping in this and that, thinking like,
Oh, so you're a tight ass.
Yeah. Could be that.
A tight ass.
Like thinking you're going to get away with it. There's a lot of them.
But the tight ass, where does the tight ass, sweet, yeah, there's a lot of them. These things aren't how men are supposed to act.
No. The tightness comes from a scarcity, obviously, as we know.
Scarcity.
Yeah.
That also comes from a self-worth.
Exactly.
It's self-worth down, people. It's
Guaranteed.
fucking self-worth.
But yeah, these habits, there's a lot of them. The unnoticed habits.
Yeah. Yeah, so...
Yeah. Yeah, like even, again...
punctuality, yeah, shouting at friends, yeah.
Like, I've had situations that friends of friends have been telling me that me and a guy I work with, I pick him up and we go to work.
We'll go to work, so like a
And
carpool.
we're doing it like, yeah. We're doing it for fucking 2 years straight. This guy's never offered not one time.
Okay, good one. Yeah. All right. He's never offered. So yeah, I had a situation like that, but that's one of these things. Your friend's got to tell this guy something.
Of course, definitely.
2 years.
Definitely. Yeah. And I told him, like, mate, what's the point of complaining? Pull him up.
That's it.
That's it. It's your fault. Now, he's taking advantage of it, obviously. But, yeah, it's also your responsibility.
Fuck, that's full on.
Yeah.
That's full on.
So, no, there's endless amount.
Yeah, we need a list to tell these people.
Yeah, there's an endless amount.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, do's and don'ts.
that's it.
It's for do's and don'ts, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And again, we said before, a habit could be complaining all the time. It's a fucking bad habit. Cut it out.
Cut it out, yeah, stop complaining. That's not how fucking solid cunts are.
That's it. There's heaps of them, I'm
That's not
telling
how
you.
you get ahead. That's not how you don't do yourself a favour.
Exactly.
Yeah, there is heaps of them. There is heaps of them.
Swearing,
Swearing.
it's a bad habit.
Yeah. Fuck that.
Swear.
Cunt's gonna get fucked.
Yeah. Yeah, the obvious ones are drugs, overeating, all that. They're the obvious ones.
Yeah, treating yourself like shit.
Not that people aren't doing those. They're fucking doing those 24/7. You cut those, a lot of the other ones might get cut.
Fuck, you're already ahead.
Yeah.
If you clean those ones,
Yeah.
up, you're already ahead.
Yeah. Usually, with anything, you get the big ones out of the way. The small ones take care of themselves.
Correct. Okay.
So, yeah.
We'll get a list going.
Yeah.
Another episode.
Definitely.
Yeah, how to be. Yeah. That's going to be another one. How to be a fucking proper person.
Yeah, which ones you identify which ones they are, and where they come from, and how do we tackle them?
Yeah, we're going to make a list.
Yeah.
Real cunts, real motherfuckers don't do this kind of shit.
That's it.
And all those fucking, we'll go through all those things. Don't be
That's
a tight ass, all that today.
That's it. 100%.
How to be a man.
That's it. And a man.
Make a choice. On the fence.
On the fence thinking.
On the fence thinking. The ego's favourite place.
On the fucking fence.
It's Mr. Enigma.
Mate,
It's the Riddler.
it's the fucking Riddler, dude.
It's I don't know.
That's what it is.
It's yo no sé.
Yeah. You don't need to make a decision.
Think so?
You can be like this. You can be the mastermind in the background and fucking play both ends.
You're the mastermind, man.
You know what I mean? So look,
Sitting on the fence, right?
yeah, sit on the fence it's the coward's way.
It's the coward's way.
It's it's the way that you're playing both sides, and I don't have to be this specific person. And it's in a lot of situations is make a stance with what you're believing. I support this, and I believe this, and I'm telling every single person about it.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what people think of my opinion. Not like having one group and agreeing with one group, and then 5 minutes later, you find yourself in another group, and it's totally the opposite, and you're agreeing with them.
Okay.
You're playing both sides. That's it. People are afraid. They're ashamed to be like, hey, this is me. This is who I am. This is what I believe in. So they sit on the fence, and that's it. And hopefully no one notices.
So what are we saying here? We're saying that, so you personally, what do you feel like, what do you feel that people would be on the fence? Is there a point, is there a time when someone would be on the fence?
There is a time.
Or actually, no, I don't know if that's the right question.
There's plenty of times. What's the benefit?
What's keeping people on the fence? Because they're trying to play both things.
Of course. What's keeping them on the fence, and depends on the situation.
Making a choice. There's a conflict.
Okay. First of all, again, you're taking a stance on beliefs, and then you've got to be ready for the repercussions of whatever might come. So you could be in a debate, let's say a political debate, okay? And you take one side, someone else takes another side. And it comes down to I don't want confrontation.
Right.
B is, are my beliefs correct? Do I look like a fucking idiot? Am I going to be able to go through with what I say? Do I believe in what I say? There's a lot of things here.
Yeah.
And again, it's being the person that you want to be and that you want to represent and sticking with it. Doesn't matter if the whole world is saying that you're wrong. If you believe in your heart that you are right, you stick to it. That's it.
Yeah, that's the best way to be.
Now, exactly, of course.
Best way to be.
Now, also, the being on the fence represents the fact that you want people to like it.
Being on the fence represents the fact that you want people to like it.
Yeah, because if you express your beliefs, you're going to offend somebody.
Right.
And people don't want to offend anybody.
Okay.
And that's not possible.
Sweet.
You're going to offend somebody.
No problem.
So that's another reason why they'll be on the fence. I don't want someone else to feel uncomfortable.
Right. But sometimes you're between a rock and a hard place.
You are.
You might be choosing between maybe it's a job situation where you're looking at a job and you need to get this job, but I don't know if I should leave my shit job.
Yep.
And go to another new job. It's a simple one.
Yeah.
People are always confused between fucking what should they do, or maybe a relationship issue where you got your mate and your missus fucking arguing, or you're on.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You got to be on the fence or whatever.
Yeah, you don't want to take a side.
Yeah, the point is
because you're going to offend somebody if you do.
Correct. We've got to get used to making those decisions, like you're saying.
Yeah. So basically, let's go with the friend and the missus situation.
Yeah.
I'm going with the person that's right. Doesn't matter who it is. Right is right. Now, I'm the kind of person that if I see this, honestly, I'm not going to care how my missus feels or my mate feels. You pull them up, this is right and this is wrong. That's it.
Mm. Yes.
I'm not chasing feelings here.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm right all the time and this, all that blah, blah, blah. But I'm just saying if I'm clearly aware that this person is wrong, I'm going to pull them up.
Okay.
That's not sitting on the fence. Sitting on the fence is, I'm not getting involved, even though you have to get involved because it's your best mate, for example, and it's your missus.
Yep.
These people are going to come together in some future place, and if there's, there's something negative still there, you're not going to feel comfortable. So you've got to clear that shit up.
It's going to be weird.
It's going to be weird. It's going to be uncomfortable for you.
That's
you
right.
have to get involved. You have to set the record straight in this situation.
Correct. And it's all about that feeling of like being on the fence between a decision.
That's right.
All right. That feeling, that uncertainty, that's where all the fucking bad shit in the stomach, that's where that fucked up, that anxiety, that's where anxiety lives. In uncertainty, obviously. What's going to happen, man?
Yes, that's right.
That's what kills cats. The acid in the stomach. Fucking
pressure.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, that pressure. Yeah, bravo. That pressure gets alleviated. I've conditioned myself to make a choice and live with it, good or bad.
100%.
All right, die on the shield and shit. Yeah, go out on my shield. Like, I don't give a fuck. All right, this is how I'm gonna go out. This is how I'm gonna go out.
Yeah.
Metaphorically speaking. I'm just trying to think. A lot of decisions could be made. One decision, an example of a decision where you might be on the fence is you're in your relationship, you want to do something, your missus doesn't want you to do it, or you don't know how she's going to feel about it. It's always that topic we talk about, how you're trying to make a better life for yourself, trying to get better habits, do all that, and then you're like, all right, I've been fucking drinking beers, I've been fucking a fat cunt all my life, or unhealthy or whatever. Yeah. I don't have discipline. Now I want to start. Sweet. How do I start? Oh yeah, I've got to start going to the gym. All of a sudden I've got to start buying, fucking getting organised and getting my food dialed in. We're worried about what the missus is going to think.
Yeah.
Sweet. We're on the fence. Now, the right thing to do is to look after your health. No one should ever get away in the way of that. But we know that the missus might not understand that road we're trying to. The missus is used to how we were.
Of course.
She met us not in our fucking peak performance. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
not
right.
as a fucking mad cunt. She didn't meet us like that. So she's been conditioned. Now in our heart we're like, fuck. Right now we know we're doing the right thing, but we know this person is gonna need to go through a process of letting go. Essentially, isn't it today?
Change, yeah, of course.
There's going to be a change. And a lot of times they will or might not like what you're going to do. If they like it, and they're like, yeah, good on you.
They want to agree on it, yeah, of course.
Sweet. But we're talking about the problem where it's an issue, where I got to change myself. I want to give people the permission to say, I deserve to look after myself. I don't have to
ask for someone's fucking opinion.
That's right. I don't have to please everyone.
Yeah.
We're not going to the hookers here. You know what I mean? That's a big thing.
Yeah.
But the fact that so what can people do? Let's say they're on the fence. They know, and I get that situation. You don't want the person to be upset, even though you're doing the right thing.
Guaranteed. We're not talking about that. First of all, to identify being on the fence, it's an uncomfortable feeling.
Correct.
That's when you know you're on the fucking fence.
That's right.
You got to make a decision.
Full of uncertainty.
Exactly. And that decision is going to affect your future and the person and blah, blah, blah. All this. All right?
Yep.
And that's why it's uncomfortable. Because you know there's going to be some kind of damage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So basically, with your missus, you have to lead with what's good for me. And I don't mean it in a selfish way. Like in a sense like fuck everybody else. I don't mean it like that. You have to be selfish, but what I'm trying to say is that you know you're doing good for the greater good for you. And I would say all the time, it can't be a bad thing. No one's really getting crushed or, some major, no one's really getting hurt from that action,
No one's at a loss here.
Yeah.
But they might perceive it.
It could be an emotional loss, but it's not, I'm going to go get healthy and 3 people are going to die. You know what I mean?
No one's going to die.
You know what I mean? So it's not that, it's not that ridiculous. That's it.
No, it's not. But obviously, that's your world, and that's, you know, people got expectations. They expect things of you.
Yeah, we create scenarios in our heads that it's going to be way worse than it actually really is.
Yeah,
Like, she might not freak out at all.
that's right.
She might not say anything.
That's
She
right.
might have been fucking like, hey, that's a good idea. Maybe I should do that too. Let's do it.
Correct.
Whatever it might be, yeah.
Yeah, but the point is, in life, we're going to be confronted with these situations,
Of course.
and these situations are gonna not make or break. I mean, you can accept a
They're
lot.
going to change us.
They're going to change us. But what happens is, if you stay in the same groove, in the groove of like, I'll take the hit for the team, because that's what happens. You're going to be the cunt who's ending up taking the hit
Guaranteed.
rather than letting the other person deal with the situation. And so we don't know that if we level up, we start doing better. You don't know that your missus, your kids, they're not going to see that. They're going to see like, fuck, this cunt's a mad cunt. He's doing all these positive things.
Usually rubs off on everybody else as well, but yeah.
100%. Your that positivity, you lifting your game helps other cunts fucking lift their
Yeah,
game.
because you give them fucking permission to improve themselves.
You give them permission.
That's it.
We're not in the same rut. We're not in the same shit. You know what I mean? We're growing.
Yeah.
That's the whole point there.
Yeah, default programming always thinks that it's always going to go shit.
Correct.
There's no positivity coming out of this decision.
This is one of the biggest things.
Yeah.
And which we keep saying.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Of
There's
course.
little things.
Yeah.
The way the mind
Yeah.
thinks naturally.
Yeah, of course. It's avoiding everything. It's avoiding confrontation.
It's avoiding everything. No?
But the confrontation is like one word. Hey, no, why?
Yeah.
Just little shit that it's piss easy to fucking take care of.
Yeah. There's a level of courage that's needed.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
But you need to get into a scuffle to know what it's like to scuffle. You
Exactly.
can't be just on the sidelines, and you need to know what it's like.
100%. Got to get down and dirty.
You got to get down and dirty. This fucking
How else are you going to find out?
mate. How are you gonna take over a country if you don't fucking slap cunts?
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? You got to do shit.
That's it.
This is with everything. But the person who masters this thing masters themselves. That's 100%.
Guaranteed.
You need this.
Guaranteed.
All right. We don't want to be on any fences.
No.
Fences are made to separate fucking houses.
Yeah, clear cut decisions.
It's just it's separating properties.
That's it.
That's all a fence does.
That's it.
Okay. We're not sitting on fences.
Yeah.
You know, when you think of, I want you to visualize sitting on a fence. The fence is running down your fucking balls
It's
here.
uncomfortable.
It's too on the fence, man.
Fuck.
When you were younger, you're trying to jump over the fence,
Yeah.
you get stuck on that first
What if it's
part.
a barbed wire fence?
If it's barbed wire, you're fucked. Yeah, we're sitting on barbed wire fences these days.
That's it.
It's funny that.
It is.
Sitting on a fence. That's a shit fence.
Yeah.
It's too on the ass.
How could it ever be comfortable? It can't be.
It's too on the perennial.
We're trying to convince ourselves that there's comfortability there.
We're trying to convince ourselves there's going to be two wins here.
Whatever.
When one cunt's going to lose and one cunt's going to
Yeah.
win.
That's it.
Now, there is win-win situations.
Of course.
But at the time, we don't know that. And that's
No.
where, of course, that's where you build that faith
It's mastery
as well.
as well.
It's
Yeah.
mastery. That's
Yeah.
it. It's trust.
Yeah.
It's a lot of things.
But as you said, you've got to get a couple of these under the belt.
Yeah,
Go through it a few times to realise, like, fuck, this is a thing.
that's it. That's it.
That's it. Yeah.
And there'll be other personal situations you might be in,
Yeah.
which who the fuck knows. But this one, we're talking about this because this is directly in line with the shit we do. This is
Yeah.
the main thing. This is where you're going to have your hiccups. It's giving yourself time and, becoming better and doing more positive things.
Yeah. Look, you've got to make decisions at the end of the day.
That's it.
Okay. Now, you might think that these decisions are going to be basically a negative or a positive or whatever it might be, mostly negative. But the truth is that we're making decisions every day, every fucking moment.
That's it.
Now, we're not aware that if it's going to be positive and how it's going to work out, we're not thinking about most of them. But in these ones here, they get really highlighted and we're on the fence about, yeah, it comes negative all the time. That I'm afraid to do it.
I'm afraid.
Yeah, because of the outcome. We've built the outcome to look so bad that it scares us.
That's right. Whoever knew that becoming a better version of yourself would be something that would have to think and fight for.
You wouldn't think it.
Be
no.
in a situation
No.
where that's not a given.
Yeah, you'd think that's something, why wouldn't someone want good for themselves? Sounds stupid.
Yeah, that's right.
Like it sounds, so easy, so autopilot should be like, fuck. It's a given,
Yeah.
But it's quite
obviously
the opposite.
we're not conditioned. And another thing, why people will be hesitating there. So, really would you say that's the biggest situation that we're in a relationship? Now, if you've got no missus, who gives a fuck? You're in a fucking sweet spot.
Yeah.
What decisions are you making? Are you telling
But
your friends to fuck off?
But you're in a relationship with your mates.
Yeah. But it's not a strong.
No, exactly.
But they've got other things.
But you can have two mates, really good mates that you went to school with and you're best friends with, and one's your best man and the other one's fucking whatever. Okay? And they've had an argument.
Yep.
Who's right, who's wrong? Relationships are relationships, and it happens in every situation.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's two things. It's very close. It's usually matters of the heart.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, there's matters of jobs and this and that. But
there's a feeling attached to this thing.
Correct. And the double-edged sword, or the relationship situation with the missus and I've got to do a better life, or whoever, let's say it's the friends or whatever.
Yeah.
More the missus, because the missus is there every day and she knows you.
Yeah, of course.
All right,
yeah.
and it adds more weight. Let's say you got some kids.
You don't live with your mate.
Shit.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Your mate, you can tell to go get fucked.
Of course.
If you're hooked on your mate that much, my friends, you got to get a life here.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, your missus is like, she's part of you, she's
You're not going to marry your mate today.
Yeah.
That's it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
The problem with that is there's a pressure we put on ourselves. So we might be convinced like, this is what I want to do. I want to change my life. I've made the fucking decision. You know, I signed up to a program, fucking 12 weeks. I made a decision.
That's right.
All right, I'm sold. No problem. You're sold. Sweet. I know this is going to give me what I want. Am I going to be able to live this way after the fact? You know what I mean? Can I carry this on?
That's it.
Or am I just going off full motivation and I'm going to crumble? I'm not going to be able to hold, is this worth fighting for? Because is this the new me? Is this who I'm going to be now?
This is what I really want.
Or am I going to punch on for this thing, all right? Do my 12 weeks, lose a bit of weight, and then fucking go back to my old ways, and then...
Which is quite possible.
Your missus is going to be like, I told you, you're going to do bullshit.
Yeah. You wasted your time and money.
That's it. I'm not really worth it.
That's right.
That's a big one.
100%.
That keeps people where they are. Because they don't know if they've got the goods. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because they could be... they could be G'd up in that specific time by mates or seminar, whatever it might be. And in that moment, I just felt that was the right decision.
Correct.
And then the thought tomorrow morning comes that, are you going to really do it? All the negativity. You're going to be down with it. And, with my job, can I fit it in my schedule? There's all these things that are going to come and challenge you.
Correct.
To see if that decision was the right thing for you.
That's it.
But if you really want it, and you truly want to change, because you believe this is going to change your life for the better, doesn't matter what comes to mind.
Correct.
It's set in stone. You're doing it.
That's right.
That's it.
And everybody knows themselves. Everybody knows what their track record is with sticking to something. They kind of know where they're at.
They've done it before, yeah, of course.
If these people, if you're struggling, you're thinking, fuck, mate, I don't know if I can do this on my own. All right, I don't know what I'm going to do. Let's say I do a program for 12 weeks, 3 months. What am I going to do after? If you're not sure, first of all, you don't know what you're made of, so you've got to get into it to find that out.
Of course.
Now, there's no limit to these things. Like, you join up for 3 months, let's say, and then you're like, I feel like I still need that help. You can go for like half a year. You can go as long as you need.
As long as you need to.
There's people out there, obviously, who can hold your hand. And if you feel that that's what you need, then that's what you do. There's no limit to the game. You might fall off the horse, sweet. You've got accountability things. People can help you. We can help you.
Yeah.
Get through these things.
Yeah. But it's also, correct. But it's also that you're 2 months into it, even up to the 3 month mark, that you really like it so much that it's come autopilot. It fits into your schedule. Your missus is cool about it. She's, eating a bit more healthier as well. She's getting inspired. And you think, fuck, you wouldn't have seen it from the start that it could change and everything's going to be sweet.
Correct.
Because it can be sweet.
Yeah.
And it will just flow and be into your schedule.
That's right. That's
So
right.
you're going to want to do it, because it does happen. You're going to want to do it even more.
That's right. It's worth fighting for. I knew, like,
Guaranteed.
when I started making those changes initially, I knew the effect. I could see the effect around my friends, my family, everybody around me. I knew that positivity was hitting fucking home.
Guaranteed.
It was doing its fucking job.
Yeah. How could it not?
I was fucking lifting cunts.
Yeah. No one's really in the right state of mind is going to criticize someone for being healthy.
Correct.
Stop being healthy.
That's it.
Stop working out. Doesn't suit you. That's fucking stupid.
Yeah, it doesn't sound.
People do it. But
Yeah, how dare you be so healthy? Like
Yeah,
we always
yeah,
say, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, people will be me. Like, I used to always think, I used to always love to work out. And I used to do it, stop, do it, stop. Many times. And then later on, I just thought, fuck, I'm just going to keep on doing it. And then I fell in love with it. But at the start, the thoughts were like, fuck, how am I going to go to the gym? How am I going to get up in the morning? Is it going to fit in my schedule? And something always comes and fucks you up.
Correct.
You might go for the first couple of weeks to a month, and everything's going really well, but some life event happens,
Bang, test.
that's it, and you're like, fuck, yeah, it's not going to fit in. But we put the working out behind
Correct.
whatever may come.
That's it. That's
And whatever may come is more important, even though it's not. We make it more important than working out, and that's how we fuck up.
There's a skill to prioritizing.
There is.
You don't fucking bow down to other shit.
That's
You
it.
said you were going to do this, you fucking do
Yeah,
that.
you gotta adapt and make it work.
Everything else can wait.
That's right. And once you overcome this, the feeling is even better.
Oh, kicking goals.
And the more you do this, the more you're telling the universe is that this is a priority.
This is what the fuck I'm doing.
That's it.
And this is who I am.
That's it. And then later on, less of these challenges to throw you off track come.
Correct.
That's it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Because nothing's stopping you from going to work. God forbid.
Yeah, you fucking always make it to work.
You know what I mean?
Isn't that amazing?
Is that amazing?
How about you do us a fucking favour for
No one's
us?
got a problem with it.
Yeah.
You ain't got a problem with it. The universe got no problem with it. No one's got a problem with you going to work.
No.
Actually, they encourage you to do more of it.
Correct. Yeah, keep working.
Yeah.
Keep working.
Yeah. So, yeah. These fucking things need to change.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. Get your priorities in fucking order.
Today, motherfuckers.
Right now.